tankers, welcome back to the channel. Just here for a good time, so hopefully you are here for a good time as well. And yes, we're going to be talking about the brand new mystery drop tank. It's going to be a tier 9 collector heavy tank for the German nation, the Projekt kpz 07 prototype E, I believe, but it does get renamed to Projekt kpz E mystery. It is a very cool looking camo on this tank. It looks like a mix of a few tanks, like kind of trying to be a leopard and some plow tank and whatever. It's kind of just there. Is this tank worth it? Is it not worth it? That's what we're going to be going over today. We'll be going over some statistics. We're going to be going over the armor profile, and we are going to be discussing what the chances are of getting the tank with just the mystery boxes. No, it is not. If you want to have a 100% guaranteed chance to get this tank, you need to open about 200 plus boxes to get the tank. And even then, you still might not win it. I got mine within 50 crates, give or take. I had the gold to spare. I wasn't going to use it for anything. And I won my gold back because you win gold and tank certificates in that. If you have spare gold and you're not planning to use it for anything, you could win back your gold, or you might lose your gold and get tanks that you really don't want to play, and so on. So right now, if you want to try to get this tank for a flat price, I don't expect that to ever happen. It's probably going to stay in the mystery boxes, and I don't think it's worth trying to get. Now, if they give you a free thing to go for it. Other than that, I don't recommend it. Let's jump into about this vehicle, how to take it out, and how to play it effectively on the battlefield. First off, we're going to be looking at the statistics of the vehicle. Of course, there's different places where you can look at these statistics. You can look at hidden statistics, which will be on Blitz kit. We'll be looking at the armor profile there, but I like looking at the stats that are given here on World of Tanks Blitz. First off, 2,132 HP. Not bad for a heavy tank at tier 9. It does have a decent armor profile according to the stats there, with 170 and 180 on the hull and turret. Sides 150, 75, 80, and 75. Not too shabby. View range isn't the greatest, but it is a heavy tank. Concealment, not bad for a heavy tank in my opinion. The damage per minute does seem a little low for what it does feel like, especially when you dump that DPM boost with adrenaline and chase down your enemies. I would say it doesn't even slap around the 480. It slaps around 600 most of the time, in my experience slapping with HE. But 250 and 330 for the other penetrations with APCR and high heat rounds, not too shabby. We do have 8 degrees of gun depression, which allows you to be able to play ridge lines and makes this tank even more effective. A dispersion and aim time, fantastic. I think it's quite a snapshotter of a heavy tank. Yeah, it gets around. It gets around a lot. You have a decent power to weight ratio. Ground resistances are very high because of a certain equipment slot that I am taking, which let's go look at that right now. You can have improved suspension, which allows your vehicle to move around a lot quicker. People will load gold and just butter right through this tank. So being able to move around, take advantage of speed and so on, this is fantastic. Honestly, the view range is nice, but I'd rather be able to move around and be more effective, get help to my team, take positions earlier. Armor looks pretty dang good. You're going to be bouncing quite a bit of shells here, guys. There are a few weak spots, especially down under here. That cupola up there, you can penetrate. Over here, these are not cupolas at all, so make sure you're shooting at that cupola. Of course, you can pen right there on the cheek, and of course, the lower plate, you do have some funky angles. He does get exposed. Take advantage of that. And of course, take advantage of that little lip on the rear part of the tank and so on. And then of course, if you can't pen him, Honestly, load that premium. That's going to open those cheeks up to very nice pinnable spots. And that cupola becomes very pinnable as well. And, well, yep. Let me just pen everything else around here as well. Alrighty, we're going to be in Falls Creek. Top tier, tier 8 tanks here as well. It's a fun map to play. I love this map. Definitely love this side a lot more as a TD and sometimes as a medium. I prefer the other side as a heavy tank that can play a bit more hold down. But anyways, we're going to be going over to this little ridge area. But I end up changing my mind. I am going to push into Ravine and see if I can get there for the early on stage and get pressure on the enemy team with that speed. We take our first hit from the AMX. Lucky dog. And look at this guy is yoking down. We're gonna try to track him, but you know what? He's just gonna get cleared. What a terrible move there from that guy. I'm gonna look for some shots on the AMX here. Aimed a bit low there. Got the red cheek, not the gray spot. Should have been looking for. Gonna try to go. Bouncing it again. I remember that thing used to be not as well armored. You don't see very many of them anymore on the battlefield. So we're just waiting for him to see if he pokes, exposing himself. Load the gold, put a round into him, make him a one-shot. And we're gonna clear him off. We're up to 1,419 damage. This position so far is doing quite well, being able to use that speed, get ahead. 8 degrees of gun depression is allowing us to use the ridge to keep these guys spotted, put pressure on them. Nice max roll on the D28 prototype. Our mediums are doing a great job in flanking and putting pressure on the enemy team. I'm surprised the Ho-Re hasn't tried to slap me on my turret as I'm trying to find shots on this prototype, looking for the kill. And we do finish off the prototype. We're up to 3,000 damage. And we have 2 tanks left. We are going to farm them out. Looking for the 75. Boom. We got that adrenaline going. Maximizing our DPM. You get maybe 2, maybe 3 shots if you plan it just right with adrenaline. Thinking about it, but I'm like, yeah, I'd rather get more shots on with this guy. He has more HP. Oh, looks like we should have just gone for this guy, right? And we get to clear him off, securing 3 kills and a nice amount of damage. And securing a nice victory in the brand new collector heavy tank, the mystery tank. We do 4,545, a nice little thing going on there, 45. Whatever you want to do. We destroyed 3, damaged 5, we blocked 1 shot of damage there. We do secure ourselves a high caliber and some other medals, and of course, with the nice golden arches, the ace tanker. We do secure quite a nice amount of XP and credits earned there today, and definitely helped carry the team to victory. Great job on these guys, trying to keep pressure, clearing tanks and taking positions, and allowing me to be able to do what I can. This is probably one of the better teams I have seen in quite some time. So great job to you guys. But these guys definitely struggled a lot to do anything. That is a bad result to have that many zeros on the enemy team. I personally have seen that a lot lately on my teams, so it is nice to be on the other side. So anyways, that is the brand new mystery tank for y'all today. Hopefully you have an idea about how to take out this tank loading that premium, take advantage of those cheeks. If you do get it, take advantage of the speed and getting around and bullying people. Don't expect a miracle when facing tier 10s with your armor profile. They're most likely going to butter right through you. Tier 8, you have a better chance being a bit more of a bully, but don't forget, this is a new tank, and so if you do get it, you're going to get tunneled. Hopefully you guys have an idea. Again, get it, own it, destroy it, make wallet warriors cry, make non-wallet warriors cry, do what you want to do. It's Blitz. It's a toxic game, and we somehow love it. Anyways, take care everyone. See you out on the battlefield.